out to Carry Skate Park for hooking it up. I was looking for this pump track for the last 30 minutes to almost an hour, and the only information I had on where this pump track was located was that it was downtown Cary. Cary's just a huge town, huge city, and I was just driving in circles, so I called Carry Skate Park and they said, hey, yeah, the reason why you can't find it is because they moved locations, and that's where we're at now. And this is my first time ever exploring Cary. I know I want to make a video probably in the next few weeks exploring the streets of Cary, see what street spots they have. But today, the main focus is this pump track. Ah, there it is. We found it. This is sick. Look at this thing. And the view is like nothing else. There was a pump track in New York that we used to ride deep in Brooklyn, and it was kind of the same idea. It was a movable thing that they can piece together, but it was a completely different quality. This one is the real deal. I think this has some skate light on here. This one's serious. But hey, we made it, we found it. Let's strap on the GoPro and let's ride this thing. The thing about pump tracks, you don't really do too many tricks on them just because there's a bunch of roll-ins. But to go fast definitely feels good. I'm gonna do my best to not fly off the side of this thing. I can already feel it, even just doing whips. And one thing I always feel sketched out about is getting good pop off roll-ins, because if you pop too late, you pop as the ramp is climbing back and leveling out, you always do this anti-hop thing, and doing a whip with an anti-hop or any kind of anti-hop, you're getting sent. All right, I see a few challenges. One, I want to lip slide this pocket. There's no coping on the top, and I don't know how this slides. I really think this is masonite or skate light, but the top, it does feel somewhat plastic, and I really can't tell right now because of how it rides. It kind of rides like plastic and like skate light, but I think I should be able to grind the top. I'm either gonna slide very nice and take this whole pocket, or get stuck and get sent off outside the pump track. Oh, it's so slippery. I feel like if I don't stay on, I'm more at risk. So I'm just gonna get my feet on and just believe this is gonna happen for a shot and somehow manage to continue to stay on track. As long as I hit the right angle and get in and make sure I don't grind too much. If I grind too much, I'm gonna end up at this corner right here and aim toward the middle. But if I grind just enough, I can continue and keep staying on the pump track. But just to give you guys a quick look at this thing. Look how sick this looks. To find things like this is so different. You don't have stuff like this in New York. Like I said, we had one pump track that was a movable thing that people moved from one park to the other, and it was nothing like this. It was like a really cheap metal thing that was probably a quarter of the size. And this is so well done. This is crazy. We're gonna get this lip side right now. Haha, we made it. Woo! Hardest part isn't the lip slide. I know how to lip slide. Been doing it for years. It's lip sliding and aiming right back into the pump track. You only have so much to grind and so much to stop yourself from going off the edge and continue. The next thing is to do a couple 180 tricks. It might not even feel like a 180 because you're carving, but since pump tracks aren't really meant for tricks, just going really fast, maybe some small pushover tricks. If we can somehow manage to use this as a quarter pipe, I think we can get some tricks going. Ah. Woo. Feeling good. And the best part about pump tracks is that you warm up so fast. I feel like it's good to have a pump track in every single town somewhere, just so you can start the day on this, or a bowl or something like that. But pump tracks are cool because they're very different, and usually they're not in skate parks. They're in a different park. So you can enjoy going to one location and then moving to the skate park or a street spot or something, but this is the perfect way to start the day. 2 more goals for today. I want a 180 finger whip or a car finger whip on that pocket, just like we did with the double whip. And I also want to see, I'm not calling it out, I'll call it the finger whip, but I want to see how far we can manual on this pump track. A goal of mine has always been able to manual, and a full lap. Manual around the curve, pump, pump, pump. Basically run this whole thing on one wheel, and that would be something. That's kind of my thing. Most people try to do some gaps or anything like that. Obviously this gap is cool. That gap is definitely doable. Those double bumps, we can definitely gap. But to do a long manual, at least one side. Man, it's getting squirrely. Has to be the best pump track, hands down. And some of you may argue that, and the reason why I say it's the best pump track is because most of the time pump tracks are in skate parks or they're part of something, they're in dirt jumps. Out of all the pump tracks that stand solo, this one, quality, I've never seen one by itself at this level. Before we test this manual, a few more laps, a few more gaps, and then we'll see how long we can manual. Let the hardest challenge begin. I think what I'm going to do is start this turn, not do the manual. And as soon as I hit this pump right here, start the manual and try to make it back this way, this turn, not calling it out. We're gonna give it maybe like 50 tries. Whoa. Ah. I've been trying this for about an hour. So many tries, more tries than I put in the video. But man, every manual has to be perfect. And every pump has to be perfect, otherwise I won't make it. The furthest I got was right here, a little more than halfway, but I can't get over this. I feel like if I can get over this hump, then I should have enough time and control to hit the next two. There's only two left after this one, and then I'll be good. But man, your legs, this is full power for your legs. Ah, yo! Oh, God. 2.5 hours trying this. The closest I got was the same hump. I can't get past this one. It's way too hard. I had a backup plan to just manual one side, take the turn on two wheels, and then manual the second one. I'm just gonna try that one by itself right now, just so I have that. So I know that each lane is possible without that turn. The turn is crazy. To turn like that, without slowing down, without shooting out of the pump track, it's the hardest thing to keep control after that. That's the farthest I can go. And then backwards around the pump track. I lost today's manual battle. That's what happens. I get addicted and I try over and over and over again. And that wraps it up for the pump track in Cary. This thing, in my opinion, has been the best pump track I've ever been to. Like I said, most pump tracks are in skate parks. They're on the side of the road. They're very small and janky. This one's super well built. I'm definitely coming back here. Probably come back with a couple friends, get some time trials going. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Looking forward to moving up on the channel, reminding everybody that at 600K, I'll be giving away $1,000 in creative gear. So anybody that wants to pursue scooter riding and filmmaking, I'll be giving you a bunch of gear that's gonna contribute to that, to one random person. All you have to do is just be a subscriber. And that's it, no comments, nothing else. You don't have to say anything else. You could just subscribe and be there and I'll reach out to you. But at 600K. If you had a good time watching this, leave a thumbs up. And that's it for me, I'm out of here.